Hello and welcome to CVR English. This is Jyoti. Let's get into the bulletin updates. Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin is still in Russia, says Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, speaking to foreign media outlets in Minsk. The Moscow allied leader explains he is in St. Petersburg. Perhaps he went to Moscow this morning, but he is not in Belarus. Lukashenko's comments come despite a deal between Prigozhin and Kremlin for him to move to Belarus following his failed insurrection last month. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen arrived in Beijing on Thursday, kicking off a visit aimed at improving communication and stabilizing the tense relationship between the world's two largest economies. Israel artillery are seen on the Israel-Lebanon border as the Israel army said it was conducting strikes on southern Lebanon after a projectile launched from its northern neighbor exploded in the border area between the two forces. Protesters and police clash as thousands block Ayalon Highway in Tel Aviv. Following the resignation of Tel Aviv Police Chief Ami Asher, police used water cannons and mounted hose units to remove protesters.
לבטא את הזכויות שלהם בהפגנות ולא הפעיל מספיק אלימות נגד מפגינים. לדברי בן גביר, אבל הכוונה היא ברורה חד משמעית. הממשלה הזאת רוצה לשנות את כללי המשחק באופן ברור ומובהק, ואנחנו צריכים לעמוד כשומרי סף לפני שזה קורה ולא אחרי שזה קורה. לבטא את הזכויות שלהם בהפגנות ולא הפעיל מספיק אלימות נגד מפגינים. לדברי בן גביר, אבל הכוונה היא ברורה חד משמעית. הממשלה הזאת רוצה לשנות את כללי המשחק באופן ברור ומובהק, ואנחנו צריכים לעמוד כשומרי סף לפני שזה קורה ולא אחרי שזה קורה. לבטא את הזכויות שלהם בהפגנות ולא הפעיל מספיק אלימות נגד מפגינים. לדברי בן גביר, אבל הכוונה היא ברורה חד משמעית. הממשלה הזאת רוצה לשנות את כללי המשחק באופן ברור ומובהק, ואנחנו צריכים לעמוד כשומרי סף לפני שזה קורה ולא אחרי שזה קורה.
The Secret Service is investigating the recent discovery of cocaine inside the White House, according to Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
But one thing that I can share, that I'll share a little bit or more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday. Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. I just don't have anything more to share. It is under investigation by the Secret Service. This is in their purview, and so we're going to allow certainly the investigation to continue, and we have confidence that the Secret Service will get to the bottom of this. But one thing that I can share, that I'll share a little bit or more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday. Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. I just don't have anything more to share. It is under investigation by the Secret Service. This is in their purview, and so we're going to allow certainly the investigation to continue, and we have confidence that the Secret Service will get to the bottom of this. But one thing that I can share, that I'll share a little bit or more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday. Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. I just don't have anything more to share. It is under investigation by the Secret Service. This is in their purview, and so we're going to allow certainly the investigation to continue, and we have confidence that the Secret Service will get to the bottom of this. But one thing that I can share, that I'll share a little bit or more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday. Where this was discovered,
A suspect arrested in one of a series of mass shootings across the country over the 4th of July weekend was arraigned in a Philadelphia court on 5 murder counts and other charges online. course records showed. Europe's Ariane 5 rocket blasted off from French Guiana for the final time, carrying 2 military communications satellites and leaving its nations with a vacuum in autonomous access to space for the first time in more than 4 decades.
And every exit is an entrance, and we're looking forward to the new acting. We're going to commentate from here now for the rest of the program.
Top, allumage moteur Vulcain.
Blazing a trail on board the last ever Ariane 5.
170 kilometers above the ground.
Every exit is an entrance, and we're looking forward to the new acting. From here now for the rest of the program. Trail on board the last ever Ariane 5.
170 kilometers above the ground.
Every exit is an entrance, and we're looking forward to the new acting. Commentate from here now for the rest of the program.
Allumage moteur Vulcain.
Trail on board the last ever Ariane 5.
170 kilometers above the ground.
Every exit is an entrance, and we're looking forward to the new acting. From here now for the rest of the program.
Top, allumage moteur Vulcain.
Blazing a trail on board the last ever Ariane 5.
scenes at a South African slum near Johannesburg, where at least 16 people, including children, have died after a gas leak overnight. This is the disaster, thought to be linked to illegal mining activities, occurred at the Anglo informal settlement east of Johannesburg. Amid efforts to overcome opposition from Turkey, US President Joe Biden showed his support for Sweden's entry in NATO.
Sweden is a capable and committed partner. Together, we're preparing a relationship for further including advancing the bilateral partnership agreement we're talking about. But we're also prepared for the NATO summit next week. I want to reiterate, the United States fully supports Sweden membership in NATO. And the bottom line is simple. Sweden is going to make our alliance stronger and has the same value set that we have with NATO. And we're really anxiously looking forward. Remember, Sweden is a capable and committed partner. Together, we're preparing a relationship for even further advancing the bilateral partnership agreement we're talking about. But we're also prepared for the NATO summit next week, and I want to the United States.
Guatemala presidential candidate Bernardo Arevalo, the surprise second-place finisher in first-round elections, said the government is behind attempts to question the result and wants to remove him from the runoff.
Bernardo Arevalo, Guatemala's surprise second-place finisher in a recent vote for the presidency, says the government is behind attempts to push him out of the race and questioning the results.
Today, this corrupt political class is facing a reality, and that is that my party is on the ballot. The resulted second at a 3-point gap from the other person has a chance of winning, and it means that they are going to lose total control of the system.
Arevalo had been a long shot contender in last week's first-round vote for the top job. Now, the country's top court has called for a ballot review. He finished behind former First Lady Sandra Torres and ahead of Manuel Conde, the candidate for the ruling party, Vamos, both of whom say there were irregularities. In a Tuesday interview with Reuters, Arevalo said he believes the review is an attempt by the government to have Conde replace him on the August runoff ballot. He also fears the government could attempt to delay the electoral process until January 14th. A deadline by which Congress can appoint a new president if one has not yet been elected. To avoid that outcome, he has called for restraint.
There must be a calm response from everyone's side, because part of the scenarios that they must be mulling is trying to create popular explosions that justify a state of emergency or suspending of guarantees, which are the perfect condition for these types of schemes.
Founded in 2017, Aravallo's Semilla party has strong links to Guatemala's anti-corruption movement.
Hong Kong National Security Police arrested 4 men it accused of supporting overseas dissidents and of advocating for independence from China days after issuing warrants and bounties against several foreign-based activists.
Hong Kong National Security Police arrested 4 people on Wednesday, accusing them of financially supporting overseas dissidents and of advocating for Hong Kong's independence from China. 2 sources with knowledge of the matter told Reuters that Ivan Lam, the former chairman of the now disbanded pro-democracy group Demosisto, was among those arrested. In a statement, police said they arrested 4 men for suspected conspiracies to foreign collusion and doing acts with seditious intent. The 4 were suspected of receiving funds from operating companies, social platforms, and mobile applications to support people who have fled overseas and continue to engage in activities that endanger national security. Police did not name the suspects or provide details of the alleged offenses. Hong Kong National Security Police arrested 4 people on Wednesday, accusing them of financially supporting overseas dissidents and of advocating for Hong Kong's independence from China.
A man who detonated an explosive device at a court in the Ukrainian capital died after barricading himself inside part of the building, Interior Minister Ihor Klemenka said, citing preliminary information.
Fresh emergency in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv on Wednesday, not from shelling, missiles or drones though, but from explosive devices detonated inside a courthouse. 2 members of a special rapid response security forces unit were hurt during the incident. That had seen a man barricade himself inside the Shevchenkivsky court in the center of the capital before 2 explosions were heard. Interior Minister Ihor Klemenko identified the man as Ihor Homenyuk and said he died in the explosion, adding that bomb disposal experts were at the scene to ensure there were no additional devices. Homenyuk had reportedly been in court as a suspect in connection with the deaths of 4 Ukrainian National Guardsmen in 2015. After the hearing, he was said to have locked himself in a bathroom and tossed 2 explosive devices at guards. Klemenko said the guards' lives were saved by their shields, but some had sustained injuries to their legs. An investigation was proceeding to determine how Homenyuk had been in possession of explosives in the
City workers cleared the debris after storm Polly hit Amsterdam this morning, causing major disruption and closing public transport and highways. All trains, buses and trams were stopped and 400 flights from Schiphol were cancelled. As a result of the region's strongest summer storm on record, fallen trees, closed roads and damaged power lines, and an Amsterdam tram collided with a delivery van at the height of the storm. Police say 1 person has been killed. French President Emmanuel Macron stressed that the first response is order, calm and harmony after the important moment in the life of the nation represented by the national unrest following the death of young Nahel in Nanterre during a visit to Pau, where he met elected representatives including Mayor Francois Bayrou.
Merci pour la France, pour l'Europe et pour le Telugu. Et restez ferme. On compte sur vous. On a la chance.
Mais nous avons tous vécu un moment important dans la vie de la nation, donc on va continuer de travailler. D'abord, la première réponse, c'est l'ordre, le calme, c'est la concorde, et ensuite, c'est de travailler sur les causes profondes de ce qui est advenu.
vous tirez un bilan quand?
The financial capital is likely to receive from Tuesday, July 3rd, with the maximum annual temperatures hovering at 20 degrees and 40.
Merci pour la France, pour l'Europe et pour le Telugu. Et restez ferme. On compte sur vous. On a la chance.
Mais
Well, these are the bulletin updates. Thank you for watching CVR English News with me, Jyoti.